This within the attack, Jamie Curitan keeping his place in the team after coming on as a sub on Saturday at Derby County. He partners Martin Butler in attack. Sheffield Wednesday unchanged. Up front for them, Chef Kikuchi and Jedel Sibon. Your commentators are Ray Houghton and first Ian Crocker.
Sheffield Wednesday wearing their change kit. So Reading are back in the First Division after a 4-year absence. And like all promoted sides, it's all about that word we love so much in football, consolidation. Sheffield Wednesday, their fall from grace has been dramatic. They finished 20th last season, just 1 point clear of relegation. What is one of the country's biggest clubs doing in such a mess? Well, that's a long story. Don't get them started on that. They really have had 2 miserable seasons loitering at the foot of the First Division. But there is a belief that Terry Yorov has sorted things out. Nicky Shorey at left-back is a player of whom big things is expected, just 21 years of age. He was at Leyton Orient, wasn't he, Ray?
He was, yeah. He came here, I think he's only cost something in the region of £25,000, which isn't much for a player of today, but one thing he has got is tremendous ability on the ball. You look at him sometimes, he looks maybe a little bit lightweight, but I just like his passing ability, and they've got a good balance to the side as well, with left and right footers on the side. 25
grand is a big money fee these days. Butler let that go, but Lee Bromby wasn't fooled, and Kevin Watson scoops it up, and here is Shorey again. Salako hugging the touchline. It is a good combination, as Ray said, down that left-hand side, and that's the sort of cross that John Salako can stick in.
He certainly is, but that was good goalkeeping from Kevin Preston, as we've seen there. But John Salako, he's done that for a number of years at Crystal Palace and Charlton. Doesn't matter, right or left foot, he'll get the ball into the box for the likes of Butler and Curitan.
Reading have never beaten Sheffield Wednesday in the league, but it's not as bad as it sounds. They have only met 4 times. But their only win ever over the Owls was in the 1929 FA Cup, would you believe? Graham Murty down the right-hand side along with Andy Hughes. Here's Kevin Watson, who was at Tottenham as a kid, but more recently at Rotherham. Nicky Shorey's getting plenty of the ball early on, but it hit Saltveld and it really hurt him a bit as well. Trond-Egil Saltveld has switched into a defensive role. Yeah, very strange, because if you look at the back three, really, of Sheffield Wednesday, you know, David Burrows is normally a left back, and Saltveld is normally a midfield player, but he's been pushed back just because they haven't got enough central defenders at the club, and that's something, you know, Terry Yorth is looking at this moment, trying to strengthen the back players. Saltveld did move into the defence last season, and Terry Yorov liked what he saw there. Phil Whitehead could be, he's under a bit of pressure here from Chef Kikuchi. I was going to say his place could be under threat if the Fulham keeper Marcus Hanneman agrees to join Reading. They've been linked with him. Here's Martin Butler, who missed a fair chunk of last season through injury. Graham Murty, who was Player of the Year for Reading last season. Now Salako, who's been there, seen it, done it, got a few t-shirts. Nicky Shorey waiting behind him. Derek Geary, who was excellent last season for Wednesday, trying to put Salako under pressure, but Shorey's in here. Ooh. And, well, he's certainly making an impression early on.
Well, I was looking forward to see this, lads. I've heard quite a lot about him, but I didn't realise how well he got forward or how often. He's got a great understanding with Salako. Just unfortunate to put that ball across the face of the goal there. He really should have had a little look and maybe seen someone in the middle, just fired it across, and the pace of the ball really beat Butler as he was coming at the far post.
He's only 21 years of age, is Shorey. He wasn't first choice when he came, but he soon made that position his own when Matt Robinson got injured last season. Henderson has now left the club. Now Salako. Reading looking to put Sheffield Wednesday on the rack. And ooh, that was a sizzling volley from Andy Hughes.
Once again, good play, wasn't it, from Reading? The pace of the game's been excellent so far, Ian. And then Salako is at the heart of most of the good things that Reading are about.
Early on last season, Sheffield Wednesday went 11 games without a win. They'll be hoping for a much better start this time around. 20th at the end of it all last season, 17th the season before. What are they doing down there?
Well, they don't want to go on the decline any more than that, 17th, 20th, because this year it could be relegation, and they won't be expecting that. They've got some decent players on the pitch, and by all accounts, Seaborn has started pre-season extremely well, and he's looking forward to a good time this year with Sheffield Wednesday.
And having got through so many managers, I think there's now a bit of trust in Terry Yorath and Willie Donachie.
Well, if nothing else, you need stability, don't you? You can't keep changing managers every year because the players won't know what's going on.
I think they have tried and succeeded in doing that, but stability has arrived under Yorath. Derek Geary had to stop that going, having got a little nick on it. Salako, 33 years of age now. Watson sizing one up. Salako still in there and onside! Martin Butler, there was no flag. What a chance.
Well, I don't know why there wasn't a flag. From where I'm looking, Ian, I thought he was definitely onside. John Salako with a header into the box there. And Martin Butler, I'll say, Watson with a shot initially. And as it goes through here, ricochets to him, and you can quite clearly see there not one but two Reading players in an offside position, and you know the assistant referee's got to get that right, because that could have cost Wednesday a goal.
And there was no flag, which is remarkable. But hey, there were only two of them offside. Jamie Curitan scored the goal that brought Reading up. Now this is going to be interesting again. For the Royals, it's Nicky Shorey and it's Salako. Curitan, it might just drop for him. It does. Butler. And the freshman knew that it was always going wide.
Once again, it's down that left-hand side with Shorey, isn't he? He's getting so much room. And Salako, he just feeds it out wide to John, and then he's got one thing in his mind: put the ball into the box. It's good movement in the end from Jerry Curitan. He just puts the ball back into the danger zone. I just felt there that Butler going backwards would have been better served just to try and head the ball down to Harper, who came to support him. He was a weak header and really was never going to get the power to put it on target.
Bromby covering. Seaborn, it's taken off his toes by Harper. Now Shorey. Watson to Murty. Mackie. Watson. Now Hughes. They could certainly pass it around Reading. Gave West Ham a right old game here in a pre-season friendly last week, although they were 2 down and out of it really in the first 20 minutes. They came back to lead 4-2 at half-time, then went 5-2 up. It finished 5-4, but they certainly worried West Ham in a lot of areas, and that's just going to veer away from Martin Butler. Andy Hughes with the centre.
He was unlucky though, wasn't it? Good movement from Butler, it's got to be said. He pulled off Saltvik quite easily there, ball to the far post from Hughes, and you know, if it was just a little bit under hit there, they would have been in for an opportunity. But I've got to say, Reading have really impressed me in this first 15 minutes or so, because they're trying to pass the ball around. When I seen them last season, they looked more of a long ball team, hitting the front men as quickly as possible. But here today, they're trying to get it into the feet of Hughes and Harper in the middle of the park, and then, you know, trying to get the runners in for the front two of Curitan and Butler.
Alan Pardew, former Charlton and Crystal Palace player, has brought Reading into the First Division. Oh, that's a teasing centre from Bez Weatherick, who really can deliver, and Sheffield is on the end of it.
Yes, he just can't score a goal at the moment. He's trying extremely hard. Bad mark, and it's got to be said here from Reading. Fell asleep from the free kick. Bez Weatherick, good ball into the box. Cucci got across his man, but just couldn't direct the header.
A sweet left foot, Bez Weatherick, and I'm sure there'll be more crosses to come like that for Sheffield, Cucci and co. Lee Cable is the man in charge of this one. He's sprinkled a few red cards around in his time. Watson standing over the free kick, now Murty. Hughes. Sibon. And a run being made by Armstrong through the middle. Now Derek Geary. Plenty to choose from in the box. Skids away to Bez Weatherick. Sibon. Well, he might have a pop here if he gets the chance. He does get the chance, and Gerald Sibon comes up with one of his specials, and Sheffield Wednesday lead at the Medeski Stadium.
One thing you do know, Ian, he's got a terrific shot, and maybe at times looks a bit lazy on the field, but once he gets on his right foot here, there's only one place this is heading, and that's into the back of the net. Fabulous strike from Sibon. Reading just failed to clear the box here, and then as it comes out, he goes past Harper far too easily. Then once again goes past the second defender, and then the strike is superb. Whitehead, absolutely no chance here whatsoever. A.D. Williams it was, it comes out, just takes it around him quite easily, but the strike is first class into the bottom of the net, and out of nothing really, and you've got to say against the run of play, Sheffield Wednesday are 1 up.
Well, he has scored some screamers in his time with Sheffield Wednesday, Gerald Sibon, and another classy strike. He's given the Owls the advantage. Oh, and that's a bit loose, and Whitehead, well, Reading all at 6s and 7s.
Well, that wasn't Whitehead's fault, was it? Quite simply, it was a bad pass back, and in the end he done well, because Cucci was bearing down on there, and he really done well to put him off.
Reading have got to regain their composure here, but Sheffield Wednesday are keeping the pressure on. Armstrong has a dig. But here is Harper. Shorey. Watson. It's going to be cut out by Cucci, and here is John Bez Weatherick, signed from Plymouth in the summer. Helped them win promotion from the 3rd Division last season. David Burrows. Simon Donnelly, former Celtic youngster, played a big part in their title success of 97-98. Scored a few goals as well. Here's Alan Quinn. Geary now. He wastes no time in getting that in. Bez Weatherick scored a goal against Middlesbrough in that sort of position with a header in pre-season, and fancied doing similar again. There it comes again from Lee Bromby towards Sheffield Cucci. Comes to Alan Quinn. Bromby still over there, having taken the throw. He'll get Geary going outside of him, but he doesn't need him. Donnelly's header. Oh, Bez Weatherick miscued it. Oh dear, and Cucci just couldn't quite turn it back.
Well, that was a great chance there, it's got to be said, for Sheffield Wednesday to get that second goal. You can see his poor marking. Bez Weatherick at the back post all on his own here. Donnelly with the simple flick to him. It's not the greatest shot in the world. We'll probably say that was a cross, but the control from Cucci was absolutely disastrous, wasn't it? You know, there, when you just need someone just to take control of the situation, just get the ball down, and Sibon was next to him as well there, just to give him a simple pass to it, but he just rushed it. Just a lack of confidence in front of goal.
Yes, hasn't happened yet this season for Sheffield Cucci. A few chances on Saturday and in pre-season, certainly. Going through one of them spells that strikers always have. Sibon, you don't want to hold off him. Cannoned off Williams. He is the original I'll have a shot from anywhere, isn't he, Gerald Seaborn?
Certainly, but when you can hit the ball as well as he can, you should be shooting from distances, shouldn't you? And his confidence must be sky high after that goal.
Here's Martin Butler now. Waits for support. Murty. And Quinn getting back.
He's done well, Quinn. And he really is working extremely hard in that midfield area, and he has to, because at times they're outnumbered. 43 there, but he's getting up and down the pitch and looks very dangerous going forward.
Plucked from Irish football and an Irish under-21 international. Blomby beat Butler to it. Now Donnelly, and now Derek Geary. Saltveld, the Norwegian who was at Southampton. Kevin Watson. Mackie has to retrieve that. The surprise choice as captain with Phil Parkinson on the bench, John Mackie. But Lombardi was saying that his never say die attitude sums up the spirit of Reading Football Club. And that's why he gave him the armband. Watson. It's gone behind Shorey, one way behind. Harper now, showing what he's about. Seabon has put Sheffield Kuchi in. Bez Weatherick is on hand. Not one of his better deliveries though, by any stretch. Craig Armstrong. Seabon. Chipping away, now Geary, Quinn behind him. Puritan came back to nip in, but Reading just can't dig it out. Seabon. They have a man down here, but Seabon down, Armstrong carries on. Oh, and Phil Whitehead caught out, and Kuchi, well, it's just not going in for him, but there might have been a tap in for Donnelly as he sent it back across.
Well, he can't buy a goal at the moment, Sheffield Cookie, can he? I mean, he's working his socks off for the team. It's Armstrong with the ball to the far post. I really thought this was the goalkeeper's ball, but decided not to come for it, and you look how close that was, and even Donnelly coming into the far post just couldn't get there to put the finishing touches to what would have been a very good goal. But was it a shot from Cookie or a cross?
I'm not sure what he's up to at the moment, but whilst all that was going on, Gerald Seabon was down and out, and he's still getting treatment. Well, this is the stunning effort from Seabon that has made the difference.
Yeah, look at the power and the direction he gets on this shot.
Away by Shorey. Saltveld's header. But then Watson moves in for Reading. Lee Bromby. Puritan really hasn't had much of a sniff this evening. Mackie, Shorey. Mackie. Reading getting far too casual again. Armstrong has put it through to Alan Quinn. Just wide, let off for Reading, who were their own worst enemies then.
It all comes from not clearing the lines. They're trying to play far too often at the back, and the ball was given away. Craig Armstrong with a lovely through ball to Quinn, and he tries to curl it around Whitehead, and that was only inches away from giving Sheffield Wednesday a 2-0 lead. But it's all their own fault there, because, as I say, they're trying to play in the wrong areas. You'd be clearing the lines.
by Bromby. On by Sheffield. And Finn will get the free kick. We might get the first card of the game here for Graham Murty. So Graham Murty does see yellow. And Wednesday will hope to profit from this with just over 10 minutes of the first half remaining. They lead through a super strike from Seabon. Alan Quinn, oh, the flag, tell you what, it went up a bit late there.
Yeah, there's only half the side offside there, wasn't there, Ian? You know, it was well worked, it's got to be said, from Reading. You know, they pushed up extremely quickly, and you can see there at least 3 Sheffield Wednesday players in an offside position.
Slight delay from the linesman, just teasing Reading a bit, I think. Butler impeded by the Wednesday skipper Saltberg, and a free kick in a promising position for the Royals of Reading. Harper will stand over it. It's a long way out, but he might fancy it. Now Harper sends it in and Saltberg sends it out. Kevin Watson, though, looks to try again. Butler. Hughes delivers, away by Tron Egil Saltberg, and comes to Murty. Butler. He's lost out to Quinn. This could be ominous for Reading. Donnelly is through the middle, but Quinn has a bit of work to do first. He's got Harper tracking him. Seabon. Armstrong. And Geary. Quinn, who's an all-action hero for Wednesday this evening. Now Seabon. He's got the chance to shoot again. Corner. Quinn's the man at the moment. It's got to be said. He's playing all the through balls in the middle of the park there. Seabon had picked it up and had a shot, but no one come to close him down. You can see A.D. Williams not coming out to him, allowing the chance for Seabon to get the shot. But this young man, for me, is really running the game now in this first half. Defenders have come up for a corner, which will be taken by John Besweatherick, right into the thick of it. It was Quinn on the volley. It's going to drift away for another corner. He is everywhere. So Besweatherick tries again, cracking corner. Sheffield again, trying to steer it towards goal. Whitehead smothers ultimately, but got to go in for him one day soon. Well, we hope so, doesn't he? He just can't believe his luck at this moment in time. His movement's terrific, gets away from his defender quite easily, but just the angle he's at, you know, there he is, the reason why he hasn't got it on target. His body shape, he was facing the wrong way, it came off the outside of his head, and it was like a defender clearing it, really, wasn't it, that, rather than a striker trying to get a header on target. Watson finding Hughes in a bit of space. Salako away to the left. Andy Hughes trying to do it by himself. It does come to Salako in a roundabout kind of way. Harper just clipped then. Free kick. Once again, Cucci there. Look, that's, you know, good defensive play from your striker. There he is, back in his own half, you know, making the challenge on Harper. Okay, he's gave the free kick away, but his work rate, you can't fault him from that. It's just, I'm sure Terry Yorth would like to be up the other end, put the ball in the back of the net, and really, you know, if they get the second goal, you can see Wednesday going on winning this game quite comfortably. Harper then sends it in. Oh, and Kevin Pressman grabs hold of it. Took it well, didn't he, Pressman? But I got to say, when Harper's put that ball in, there isn't much height in that red inside. You know, you look
You've got Butler and Curitin up there. Curitin's only 5'5" or so, isn't it? But I think that's why maybe early in the second half we'll see Henderson on the pitch.
Armstrong now, he had Geary available on the right. Now young Lee Bromby. Over to Salako, but it was rescued by Simon Donnelly. Geary. Seabon was the intended target, but it's brought down by Murty. Now Hughes. He does get the throw off Craig Armstrong. Murty. Bromby making sure he didn't carry to Curitin. Good idea. Shorey and Salako. Now Harper. Now Watson. Curitin. He wouldn't mind a glimpse of goal at some stage. Deep at the moment. Harper. Oops. There's Weatherick to guess who? Quinn. Must have mentioned him 100 times already. I like Quinn.
That was the first 15-20 minutes or so, wasn't it? We were talking about, it was Reading, wasn't it? Salako getting lots and lots of the ball down that left-hand side, and with Geary, but now it hasn't happened for them. You know, it's Sheffield Wednesday have took charge of the game, and I think much of that was to do with the goal as well. The confidence they've got now, the movement in midfield from Quinn and Donnelly has been excellent. Armstrong's the pivot, he sits there and protects the back three players. But you've got to say that Reading's general play is pretty good until they get in and around the box, and they really haven't created any chances.
Bargy, famous in his playing days for scoring Crystal Palace's winner in that amazing FA Cup semi-final against Liverpool in 1990.
Thanks for reminding me of that, Ian, because you knew I played in that game, didn't you?
Oh, did you? Oh, really? Never would have guessed. On by Seabon. Phil Whitehead used to play his football in South Yorkshire, not far from Sheffield, up at Barnsley. More remembered for his time at Oxford. Reading's Thames Valley rivals. Here's Martin Butler. Now Graham Murty. Steered away by Burrows, but it's going to come for Salako. Shorey's going on the overlap. Salako won't use him. Wednesday are dealing with everything that comes in there. Now Derek Geary. Fast approaching. This is Nicky Shorey. Curitin. Murty. He couldn't quite keep it in.
I think that's typical of Reading play. You know, they're looking to change play at every opportunity. They're looking down this right-hand side. Because Hughes and Harper are not natural wide players, they always want to go inside. It's Murty's got to run from the right-back position at every opportunity to get down there, and he's running 15-60 yards, and he just can't do it for the whole match.
Terry Yorov has some interesting jobs in management, including, of course, the Lebanese national team. Very nearly took Wales to the World Cup finals, you remember, back in '93. Paul Bowden's missed penalty and all that. Still hurts the Welsh. Some team they had then as well. Lee Bromby. Sheffield Wednesday relegated from the Premiership 2 years ago, and it's been a sorry story, really. Probably for about the last 5 years or so, really, for such a big club. Watson, Harper. Nobody available down the right, so they tried to thread it through the middle. Bezweatherick. Must easily have one of the longest names in the Football League. Seabon for Geary. Donnelly's off around the outside. Here he is. Donnelly pulled it back. Ooh, and Gerald Seabon again threatening.
He went with the wrong foot. It's got to be said there, Seabon, because it was a good play once again from Sheffield Wednesday. Really tearing Reading apart in the middle of the field here. Geary sets up Donnelly. He picks out Seabon well, but you see there, he goes with his right foot. For me, he should be going in with his left foot and just getting the side foot on it. The pace of the cross was enough for him just to get the direction right, and it was an opportunity.
Just 1 minute of added on time, and Reading makes something happen here to give their fans a lift in the Medeski Stadium. Salako's header. Wednesday holding firm yet again. Alan Quinn sends it straight up instead of straight out. Chef Kikuchi now. Snuffed out by Watson.
He might not be the best in front of the goal, Ian, but I tell you what, Ian Half worked hard for his side, hasn't he? You know, getting forward for every opportunity, chasing back and helping out defensively. I'm sure he'll be well pleased with his first half performance.
Well, the goals will come for him, that's for sure. They are coming for Gerald Seabon. Reading started the game quite well, but Sheffield Wednesday soon got into their stride. Seabon and Reading are ready to start the second half, and they have made a change. Sammy Igo has come on to add a bit of width down the right-hand side in place of James Harper. That's the one change.
I'm not surprised at that, Ian. I just felt in the first half there was an imbalance in the Reading side. We've seen plenty on occasions there that they didn't have anyone wide right, and I think that's where Sammy Igo will come and play in this second half.
Well, Pardew sent Reading out really early for the second half. I think he'd had enough of them in the dressing room. They had to wait a couple of minutes for Sheffield Wednesday to join them. Kevin Pressman's coming for that. Didn't get too near it. And a nervous moment for Wednesday, but they survive it. Reading then looking to have a go at Sheffield Wednesday right from the off. That's by Hughes. Oh yes! It's an equaliser for Jamie Curitan, the man whose goal clinched promotion in April. Scores Reading's first division goal for 4 years.
What a start to the second half, and there we see Sammy Igo playing wide right, something they hadn't had in that first half. Ball back to Graham Murty. Then we see Hughes with a fantastic cutback. Lovely ball here by Graham Murty for Hughes, and he picks out Jamie Curitan. I mean, you put enough crosses into the box, good crosses, he'll get across his defender quite easily. And I've got to say, Pressman had no chance. Tremendous finish from Jamie Curitan.
That's exactly what Alan Pardew would have asked for. An equaliser for Reading. And Curitan, who hardly had a sniff in the first half, quickly had one in the second.
Well, that's the first shot on target, isn't it? You know, we've seen how many chances they've had in that first half, but not made the goalkeeper work. There's his first opportunity as such in the second half, and it's in the back of the net.
Well, he scored goals galore in the second division for Reading, and a few for Bristol Rovers too. Shorey. Curitan chasing this, but Bromby marshals it behind.
Just too strong there, Bromby, wasn't he, for Curitin? But there's a spring in his step now. You can see smile on his face there. He knows the importance of that goal. He's got Reading back into this match, and you know it's important, you know, for the home side to score as quickly as you can, get yourself back on level terms, get the fans behind you. You can hear the noise around the ground now as well. They're buzzing. They want to see their side get a win.
Reading back in this division after a 4-year absence. The first Division 1 goal scored by them at the Medeski Stadium. And that has really lifted the spirits of the Reading fans. Tough start for them. Derby away on Saturday was always going to be tricky. Doesn't get any easier, by the way. After this, they've got Coventry and Leicester coming up.
Yeah, but one thing with that, Ian, you know, you'll know your players will be up for it. You know, not many of these lads have played in the first division. It's all a new experience to them, and they want to prove themselves, prove to everyone in this division that they're not going to be relegation material this year, that they want to be a team that will be vying for playoff position.
Moreau's delivery. Chef Kikuchi is there. And there is a new zip about Reading now, of that there is no doubt. Hughes leading this charge, and some charge it is too, and he slips it through. Oh, is that a penalty? Salako went down. Geary's challenge, referee not interested.
And I don't know why, Ian, because for me that was a definite penalty kick. I have to see it again, but it looked like John Salako was just ready to pull the trigger on his left foot there. Tremendous chance for him, and I've got to say I will have to look at that again, but for me that was a penalty.
I shall look at it again in a moment, but Reading buzzing again with Hughes. Now Salako. It was Geary who seemed to send him tumbling, and it was Geary who slid in there. On Shorey. Salako. Shorey. Curitin, going for it again.
Not a bad effort there from Jamie Curitin, was it? Once again, down this left-hand side, Shorey and Salako, you know, they're the ones instigating all the good moves for Reading. And here we can just see Geary coming in. He clearly takes John Salako's left leg there, and how the referee hasn't seen this. Hughes it was with a terrific run, good threaded pass there. He clearly takes John Salako's legs there.
The Bromby launches one. Oh, Phil Whitehead was almost caught out by that. Oh dear.
Not the best of goalkeeping from Whitehead, was it? But I say, when you do throw the ball the distance that Bromby does, it's always going to cause problems in the box. He doesn't really take command of the situation. You can see there A.D. Whitehead just saying to him, like, this is your ball, you should take charge of this situation. Nearly went through his legs, and in the end just got it behind for a corner.
Well, there'll be another test here for Whitehead. Ring delivers right into the thick of it. It's off the bar from Bromby. It would come up from the back. Reading trying to catch Sheffield Wednesday on the counter-attack, but Bromby's got back, and the flag is up for offside anyway.
How unlucky was that from Bromby, wasn't it? Fabulous ball into the box, gets away from Butler, just gets the merest of touches on it. Looks like it comes off Butler's head there, and just the frame of the goal, the difference between Sheffield Wednesday being 2-1 up.
Approaching the hour mark, Gerald Seabon has produced many special goals for Sheffield Wednesday. Came up with another in the first half, but Reading responding right at the start of the second through Jamie Curitin. Wednesday having a good little spell here though, and Seabon central to it now. Geary with time to deliver. He does just that. Alan Quinn! Oh, that was very close.
He's got to hit the target there, and he really has. You know, Geary was with the delivery into the box. This lad's starting to get more involved in this game. Well, Seabon, I thought that was a foul on A.D. Williams, and the ball drops to Quinn. He swivels on it, It's good pace on the ball, but not the direction. It just flies over the bar. But once again, the referee is making some strange decisions as far as I'm concerned. I thought that was a definite foul by Seaborn on Eddie Williams.
And he was struggling a bit after it, Williams. There's Weatherick. Cracking cross. Quinn was coming in and Shorey had to turn that away, the young left back.
Great defending from Shorey. It's a good ball to the far post and Quinn was coming in. Good flick from Cucci. Best Weatherick with the cross to the far post. It's a dangerous one. It's great defending.
Shorey standing by one of the posts. And there's Weatherick who sent that cross in. Will send this one in. Very deep. Another corner.
Well, he was going to miss the first man there, wasn't he, with that corner to the far post.
And the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth, I think. Alan Quinn ready to deliver this time for Sheffield Wednesday, but it's a comfy catch for Whitehead, who immediately seeks out Curitan. Shorey. I go. That's neat for Murty. Very neat as it turned out. Slipping it inside for Hughes. Oh, he managed to pull it across! He's done it again! Jamie Curitan at the double, and Reading rise to the First Division challenge.
That's incredible, isn't it? Curitan's got 2 goals in this second half and hardly had a kick of the ball, but that's what happens when you're a goal scorer. If you put enough balls into the box, he will score. Murty was getting forward, just feeds a nice little ball to use, shows good skill. Fortunately for Haslam, he just falls over. But there, you cannot afford, Ian, you cannot afford not to pick someone like Curran up in the box. No one's anywhere near him as he just, and it was really a carbon copy, his first goal, wasn't it? Give him the opportunity, 8 yards out, he will put it at the back of the net. Great finish at the near post, Pressman, no chance.
Indeed, a feeling of deja vu as Hughes and Curitan combined again. And Reading have turned it round. Haslam delivers though, but too much on that, he's going to veer away. On by Henderson, Curitan on a hat-trick, and he got a couple of those pre-season. One on the tour of Germany, and one against West Ham here, an incredible... Seaborn drilled it across. It was a brave dive from Cucci.
It was a brave dive, but what a ball in this by Seaborn. You know, the pace he gets on this is quite incredible. Movement from Cucci is extremely good. Gets across his man, but good defending. I think it was Graham Murty got himself across Cucci there and made it very difficult for him to get the header on target.
Henderson. Shorey. Just over 5 minutes for Wednesday to save themselves. Eddie Williams and the Reading defence hoping to hold firm to shut them out. It's going to be a free kick though. The Williams challenge on Crane.
Silly challenge, that. No reason to go for the ball there. Crane wasn't going anywhere, and now he's gave Sheffield Wednesday the opportunity to deliver a good ball into the box.
Gerald Seaborn went for goal in the end, as you kind of thought he might just.
I don't think there was anything else in his head there. rather than just going for goal. He tried to curl it round the edge of the wall to the near post, but it was well blocked.
Some big lads to aim for Besweatherick, right into the thick of it, and it is an equaliser for Sheffield Wednesday, and it's Tony Crane who's just come on. Or has it been disallowed? The referee might not have allowed this one, actually.
I think he thinks it's handball. He's put it in his hand here. Crane can't believe it. He really cannot believe it. Once again, the referee, has he got this decision right?
Well, it's not going to count, and Tony Crane is summoned to the referee league cable, so it must have been for a hand. Push.
Brave decision by the referee, isn't it? He can't believe it, Crane, can't he? He really can't. It's a great delivery. Clearly a hand up there, isn't it? It looked like it was Cucci and Crane going in for the... Crane's left arm was definitely up. And, well, if the referee's seen that, you've got to give him a lot of credit.
So, well, Cucci's hand went up and Crane's hand went up. But Wednesday may well dispute that, although Reading, of course, well, they have plenty of big decisions to ponder over. Now Alan Quinn is going to get a yellow card.
I think that's the back chat. He wasn't happy with the decision either. Alan Quinn thinks they had a perfectly good goal overruled there by the referee. You can see here now, he's still arguing with the referee.
Away by Reading as they seek to hang on here. Sheffield Wednesday denied an equaliser, but a good spot it seems from the referee league cable. Bromby's long throw. It's going to go all the way back to Kevin Pressman, but Sheffield Wednesday are running out of time.
Well, they're huffing and puffing at the moment, aren't they? Hitting a lot of high balls up, but I've got to say at the moment, the Reading defence have stood firm.
Alan Quinn, though! Oh, and it seemed to take a deflection. Whitehead did so well to react to it, and it scrambled away.
Looks like it took a deflection, didn't it, there, the shot from Alan Quinn, but great reaction save, has got to be said, from Whitehead. Just takes out his foot, hits it with his left foot, hits off. It looked like Mackie at the back there, but great saving. A.D. Williams to the rescue as two Sheffield Wednesday players come in to put it in the empty net.
Besweatherick delivers right into the thick of it, and a good fist away from Whitehead. Reading are clinging on. They might do a bit more than that now, though, with Curitan. They're on the break. But Geary it was who got back the cover.
Great covering from Geary, wasn't it? They were in trouble there. It looked like Hughes was breaking clear there, but Geary came back with a tremendous tackle.
An action-packed end to the game. Shuri. Now Igo. Murty. Haslam. Eventually sorting it out from the bounce. Three minutes of added on time then for Reading to hang on. They'll want to keep it down this end. But Wednesday are a team in a hurry now, too right. Shuri Here is Geary. And now Sheffield. Can he deliver? Alan Quinn took his time and poked it wide.
Just couldn't get out his feet there, Alan Quinn, could he? And it was a good build-up play from Cucci down that right-hand side. Found Alan Quinn in the middle of the goal here. He just showed his strength. Looked like the ball might have went out of play there. The assistant referee didn't give the decision. Quinn here, his first touch, was just in front of him. Couldn't get out his feet, and in the end, just scuffed his shot wide of the goal. He's played well, though. If you look at the players this evening who performed well, Quinn certainly for Sheffield Wednesday very instrumental. And Shorey in the left-back position, I've been very impressed with him.
Well, Alan Quinn is going to go off here, I think, because he launched into that challenge. And Quinn is summoned to the referee Lee Cable, and the game, which has been fiercely contested, ends on a sour note. A second yellow card for Alan Quinn, and he is sent off.
Yeah, the referee had no other decision but to do that. I think that was frustration, because he's already been booked for arguing with the referee. He's missed one or two chances to get Sheffield Wednesday back into the game, and there, he goes in for a rash challenge right in front of the referee, and he had to give him a second yellow, what ultimately meant a red.
45 minutes of torture, really, for Sheffield Wednesday. They were one up, but referee left with no option there. Quinn sent off, and he had been such a key figure for Wednesday this evening. And Reading happy to keep it down this end now. They are nearly there. They should have had a penalty, of course, Reading. They'll point to that. But, Wednesday's goal disallowed for handball against Tony Crane, who'd just come on. But maybe it's not all over yet. John Beswetherick now. This might be their last chance. It's a bit too long, though, and it's going to spin away from Geary.
Poor cross in the end. When it was in a good position there, just has to get into the danger zone. You've got some of your big players up there, but it was a poor cross.
The Wednesday fans so used to misery of late. Sent in by Haslam, collected by Whitehead. That might be that for Reading. It's all over. First Division football returns to Reading, and it's 3 points for Alan Pardew and co. Jamie Curitan, the man of the match and the 2-goal hero. Reading started so brightly, but Wednesday came back and had a real go at them.